If you get involved in a traffic accident here in the Philippines as a foreigner, you're doomed. You know that, right? You've heard it again and again on YouTube. You are guaranteed to be blamed. Everyone will smell money, will be forced to pay obscene amounts, no matter what actually happened. You're at fault simply because you were here. If you hadn't been there, it wouldn't have happened, right? Well, a few weeks ago, I was involved in an accident myself. So let me tell you exactly what happened and how it ended. It's December 25th. We had spent Christmas with family in Panabo, and on the way back to Davao, we were going to say hello to a subscriber to this channel. By the way, welcome if you're new here. My name is Fleming. I moved here to Davao in August 2025. So, we had the location on Google Maps. We were very close. I was driving maybe 15, 20 kilometers per hour, signaling left, looking for the exact spot where we needed to turn into a small side road. I see the entry. I stop, waiting for oncoming traffic to clear. And then I look in the mirror, and coming up behind me is a tricycle coming way too fast. I see him slam on the brakes, too late. He tries to evade by turning left into the oncoming traffic. Thank God he fails. He loses control. The trike flips onto its right side, slides along the concrete, and then hits our car. That all happens in maybe 3 or 4 seconds. But in that short time, a million thoughts go through your head. I see the panic in the driver's eyes. I see the wife absolutely petrified. I see the kids sitting in the back. Will they be okay? And I know I can't move. There's still oncoming traffic. My wheels are already turned sharply left. There's nothing I can do. So it happens. I immediately get out of the car and go back to them. They're climbing out, all 4 of them. They seem okay, no blood, no obvious injuries. I ask if everyone is all right. They're clearly shocked, but they nod and say yes. And that's when it hits me. All those vlogs I've watched, all those warnings. As a foreigner, you will always be blamed, guaranteed. And to make matters worse, this is not my car. In my own car, I have a dash cam, front, rear, everything recorded. I would have been 100% covered, but this was not my car, no dash cam. So yes, I'm worried, especially when the first thing the trike driver says to his wife is that I suddenly stopped and I didn't signal. I don't speak Bisaya. I don't understand much Bisaya, but that part I understood perfectly. His instinctive reaction was to blame me. And that's probably human nature in a shock situation. Then something unexpected happens. People who saw the accident come over, and instead of rushing to the Filipino family first, they come to me. They ask if I'm okay. I'm fine, just shaken. My wife, Rosalia, and I barely felt the impact. After my wife talks to the family and others talk to them as well, the driver very quickly admits that it was his fault. Um, I don't know what caused the accident. He didn't seem drunk, the driver. Maybe hungover, I don't know. It was Christmas Day. Many people continue partying into the next day here. but I honestly don't know. The family sits down on the sidewalk, trying to collect themselves. They keep looking at me, not angrily, pleading, "Please, sir, we have no money, we have no insurance." The trike is not even registered yet, no license plate. So technically, they weren't allowed to drive it. At this point, I really don't know how to handle this situation in the Philippines. Back home, we'd exchange IDs, insurance details, take photos. That's it. Insurance companies would deal with it. Police only get involved if there are injuries or serious violations. But here, the family clearly don't want the police involved, and neither do I. I just want this resolved cleanly right now. But there's one more problem. There's a big dent in the car. And like I said, it's not my car. It's a Ford replacement car. Knowing Ford and not fully trusting Ford, I'm already imagining a ridiculous repair bill. Now, luckily, this accident happened just minutes before we were supposed to visit that subscriber of mine, an American veteran, recently moved here, but with long experience in the Philippines, much more adapted to local ways. Having him there was a big help. Thank you, my friend. You know who you are. He helped calm the situation, gave solid advice. His wife helped as well. We all agreed to go to his house and sit down and talk it through. My main concern at this point was simple. I didn't want the police showing up at my door days or weeks later with a case against me. Because again, all you hear is they'll smell money, they'll blame you. The family knew it was their fault. They also knew they were already in trouble with the trike paperwork. They agreed to sign a written statement and admission of fault. So, with the help of ChatGPT, I wrote a simple declaration stating that the driver accepts responsibility and releases me from any civil, criminal, or otherwise liability. Now, this is clearly not a wealthy family. They had just bought this trike. The kids looked close to tears. The wife was crying on and off, mostly worried about how they would ever pay for the damage to my car. Then they asked if they could call a friend, a mechanic, to look at the dent. The dent looked bad, but the fender is plastic, no cracked paint, just a soft dent. And while I'm still writing the statement, the guy pops it out. Just like that. No dent, no visible damage at all. That was a massive relief for me and maybe even more for them. So, how did it end? No police, no payments, no shouting, no drama. A signed statement clearing me. I genuinely feel sorry for the family. Their brand new trike suffered far more damage than my car. But the important part is nobody was hurt. And I cannot confirm what so many YouTubers claim, that as a foreigner, you're automatically doomed in an accident here. It's just not always true. Maybe it would have been different if the police had gotten involved. I cannot know that. So yes, I'm sure you can get into trouble here, absolutely. But don't blindly believe that every accident will turn into a money grab just because you're a foreigner. Reality is much more nuanced than YouTube fear stories. That's it. Once again, thanks to my subscriber who helped keep a cool head and guide us through this. Much appreciated.